Hey fellow travelers, just Jeremiah here in Stillwater, Minnesota. I'm having a really good day. I don't know if it's just my outlook. It's funny how it creates a feedback loop. Sometimes when you're in a good mood, it brings good stuff to you that keeps you in a good mood. Well, one of my biggest struggles when I moved here to help my mom 2 years ago was not feeling like I could get her a higher enough quality of life. Like I kept trying and it just didn't happen, you know. I got like one of those like Alexa things so she could like talk to it and not have to use her phone to reach out to people, and we couldn't get it hooked up in the home because of Wi-Fi complications. And you know, I wanted to get her back to like Pennsylvania where like our friends and family are. That's where I grew up. But like I'd have to get her back in an ambulance and with trained staff, and it would be a struggle. And then now my friend Carrie's saying that she might even be willing and able to put together something where we could get her in an ambulance to where she needs. I mean, there would be big steps, but oh my gosh, if I got her back to Pennsylvania, I would stay at least 2 months a year, and I would be around my support system, and she would have so many visitors. Her drawers are just filled with letters. Her one friend, our friend Fran, she literally sent a letter. It was on the 27th of March, the 28th of March, the 28th of March, the 29th of March, the 30th of March, and the 2nd of April. So she has like all these people that are just doting her with love from far. But if I could get her to where they're at, then I could continue traveling knowing that she has people spending time with her. I guess we're talking about setting up her funeral arrangements ahead of time. She needs to spend money or else it like gets past a certain limit and she's not eligible for her Medicare. So I basically gotta like get my mom's stuff. So we are contacting the Association for the Blind, and they're gonna come and potentially teach my mom how to learn Braille. She's a freaking genius. Like if anyone can learn Braille at 70, it's my mom. So we're gonna go do that, get the Association of the Blind there. They're gonna work with her and like get her trained on how to like basically create a higher quality of life. So I'm finally getting steps towards improving her quality of life, having a potential outlook towards getting her back towards a better support system for us both. We're getting her funeral plans all set aside so that when she finally does pass someday, that she's not stressing over how she's buried and whether it's the way she likes or whether she's a burden. She already has enough money to cover it. And we're gonna get her to like work with technology and learn Braille and like all of the things pretty much. And honestly, I can't help but feel like I might not have experienced all this positivity without my friend Carrie, who flew me all the way out here. It has nothing to do with the funds that she's put towards, because she did spend a couple bucks for that ticket, and it wasn't a cheap one, being as it was bought right before Easter. But I guess the main thing is just, you know, her talking about and helping with the, you know, the Association for the Blind, and just helping send me positive ideas rather than just empathizing. It's really just helped my outlook completely. And you know, once I have all of this internal stuff not compartmentalized, but yeah, all the issues ironed out, so that I know that my mom is being taken care of to the best of my capacity. Once I know that is a full thing and I get back to my travels, I am going to be on fire. I'm going to have so much positive energy. And you know, I've been managing these months, and I'm sure you've seen if you watched my YouTube, but that's through a lot of internal struggle. You know, I'm not going to really talk about my depression that much or my anxiety, because I'm trying to shift towards positive stuff. But yeah, I've been experiencing it, you know, that shame and regret of just having felt like I left my mom and abandoned her, and just knowing that like things are looking up. It's a life changer for me. I've really enjoyed camping across the river. The thunderstorms have been nice. They help me fall asleep at night. All the trees are starting to bud. I spent most of the past 10 years in Florida, So spring is not a thing there. There's no seasons below the subtropical zone. And yeah, getting to see the flowers bud and the flowers blooming, the trees budding. It's magical, especially considering that I just left somewhere that was like a literal desert. I'm excited to go back. I don't know if they're going to realize what I'm coming back with. I'm feeling positive about the supplies I'm going to bring back to help improve also the quality of life in the slabs. I really don't have many needs, so honestly, and I've got a lot of energy, so once I get my needs met, which they pretty much are, I have so much energy to try to help and to want to help. And it's just something my mom ingrained in me. My mom taught me to basically always look out for the people that no one else is. Look out for the little guy. You know, she's smart. She was just training me to take care of her when she's older, but it worked, and I'm so happy she did. I'm hoping to use this YouTube channel to teach people how they can live with less and achieve more in the process. I'd like to help create memes, you know. Memes aren't just those things that we send to each other on Facebook. You know, the miniskirt was a meme. ALS challenge was a meme. And years ago I had an idea during the ALS challenge. I said, what if, you know, I like the fact that they brought awareness to ALS. But what if instead of dumping ice, what if people were picking up trash and weighing it? What if all of a sudden you could get people to pick up marine debris? You know, when the tide comes in and comes out, there's always trash in the ocean, and everyone feels like, you know, they pick it up, it's just going to roll back in. But if we convince people that they could show off on social media by saying, hey, I got, you know, 30 pounds of garbage picked up, and show the impact, let alone if I were to, my goal was 10-minute Tuesdays. So down in the Florida Keys, you get a group of people to go to a trash spot with lots of marine debris. You set up a time-lapse camera. You show how beautiful the trash area is, and then you show what 10 minutes can do. 10 minutes is not a long time, but if you get enough people together that spend 10 minutes, you can change the whole world, you know? I feel like a lot of times in life, we're waiting for other people to fix our problems and fix our world's problems, and we expect the government to step in, and if we haven't learned anything, I'm sorry, this past couple of years, the government's not going to step in to help us for anything. I'm sorry, that's my opinion, but we got to help ourselves, you know? Like, and I want to kind of take steps towards helping influence people in a way that gets them to create their own positive memes so that they're, you know, making a post about helping a homeless person or making a post about this. And a lot of it is going to be inflating our egos. Unfortunately, that's how you have to, you know, dangle that carrot in front of people's faces to get them to do anything. But I feel like the social media that we're all using as a weaponized program can be used as a tool, and it can overpower that weapon. And I'm going to be trying my best to get to the point where this channel has enough followers and that I can get like some solid impact. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell people how to act. All you can do is set the example. And that's my goal. I'm not sitting here all lofty thinking I'm anything special. Honestly, I'm a homeless guy with a big smile. But sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all it takes. I'm about to go down. My mom sent me down to go get her some dessert. I know she's a heavy woman. I got to be careful with that, but I just want to make her happy, and I make sure she doesn't eat too much, but I'm always searching for something that she'll like that's as healthy. Believe me, I try, and I'm going to continue trying. I'm going to get her dessert, I'm going to get me food, I'm going to go back up, I'm going to spend today with her, and then tomorrow my nephew BJ is talking about coming, my sister's son. That would be fantastic. So I have to throw it by the home to make sure that he's allowed to come visit my mom, because technically it's only like caregivers that have previously been there and showed a positive influence or whatever on, you know, positive results with the patient. So if my nephew comes tomorrow, that'll be fantastic. I'll probably get an Uber from here back to the cities tomorrow night. I'll have to say goodbye to my mom, which will be sad, but I'll be right back in a couple, a month and a half, 2 months. But yeah, then I'm going to go and catch my flight at 3 o'clock on Saturday back to Palm Springs, where I'll head back down to the slabs, start working on taking more steps. Like, I really need to stop making excuses. It's hot, there's flies, this and that. No, I need to take the steps. That if my goal is to be there to try to make a difference in the slabs and try to show it in a positive light and to draw people there that are going to be doing the same, showing it in a positive light and trying their best to be a contributing member and a community builder, yeah, I want to go there and have no excuses and just jump on that as a means of also building up you guys and my following so that I can get more people to have more impact and fulfill that dream. Like, once I get this monetized, it's not going to be, I don't even know what I'm going to do because I don't need much. Like, once I get, eventually I'm going to get onto the point where I have a car or a van, I've got a drone, I've got, all this stuff, but like, I really don't need much. So I think a lot of the money that I'll end up making, if this ends up as successful as I think it will, is going to go back towards helping people. Easy to say, but if I don't say it now and show you that I follow through, you'll never learn that's how I am. Some of you maybe have been following me on Facebook for years, or some of you may have been a part of my life as my friends, family, and loved ones. And I think the person I've become is someone that does what I say. It's a big reason why I don't commit that often. People think that I suck at commitment. No, I'm incredible at commitment because when I commit, that's it. I make a promise, I give you my word. There's nothing that's going to stop me. But that's why I don't just give it out. I don't just give it out freely. I'm not going to just, I'll be there. Hey, I don't know if I'll be there. I'd rather just be straightforward. Some people can't handle it, but be who you are and say how you feel, because those that mind that don't matter and those that matter don't mind. I love Dr. Seuss. Cancel culture can suck it. Like, for real, sorry. They can suck it. Like, I love them. They got a lot of positive points. I love the fact that they brought so much to my awareness about how I can be more sensitive to others these past couple years. But personally, I just don't agree with it. Maybe they'll get me through their positive influence and the awesome way with which they hold themselves with integrity and go through their struggles in a positive light rather than negative. And maybe they can get me to change my opinion, but I just haven't seen that side of it yet from them. I know it exists, and I know that those people exist, and maybe they'll help soften my point of view towards that. But Dr. Seuss is awesome. I'm going to be who I am. My goal is to live 100% unapologetically me, and to maybe help make others feel more comfortable to do the same. Who cares what everyone else wants you to be? Go be you. Step outside, enjoy the sun, if that's what you want. Smile at a stranger, try to make their day, and spend time with a loved one. I know that we've all been so isolated this year, but we all have each other. Even if we're not physically next to each other, we're all here for each other. And I really feel like the world is going to come out more positive at the end of COVID, because just look at it. Like, you've got the people that hid in their house and started attacking everyone on social media and are just afraid and mean, but then you got the people that spent time with their kids all year for the first time in forever. People that started a garden, the people that gave up everything and started traveling to try new avenues. As a whole, we're going to grow through this, because you know what? That's what we do as individuals and as society. We grow through our traumas. I can't wait till this year's over with. Not this year, but this whole lockdown thing. I do want it to be safe. I question a lot of the validity of some of the arguments for the extended lockdown, and sterilized world's going to lead to a superbug. This is only a warning, in my opinion. But hey, I'm no doctor. But yeah, it's not gonna be forever. And the 1918 Spanish flu, it lasted a year and a half. At the end of August the next year, it was all finished with. 675,000 Americans died, which back then was a lot larger ratio of the country. At the same time, World War I was going on, and people around the world died in the hundreds of thousands. What happened in the 20s? I'll tell you what happened. The Roaring 20s. Everyone put on their best suit, went outside, partied, had a blast. That's coming. It's the 20s. This is going to be the Roaring 20s. This is going to be the best decade of your life. Just remember that when you go through struggle, because that struggle might be what gets you there. I'm getting all preachy now. I'm going to stop. I love you guys. Thanks for watching the whole way through. Thank you so much for the overwhelming support. Like, honestly, when I read through some of the comments, it brings a literal tear to my eye with how much you make me feel special. I care about each and every one of you, and I really hope that together we can all spread the positivity we all need to get through this year and grow through it. And I have faith that it's going to be a thing. And any way we can all contribute is great. This is my attempt at a contribution. Let me know how you feel about all the things I said. I'd love to hear your opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I'd like it if you did. I'm going to go get some food and spend time with my mom. Really, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.